Hi, this is Ennis from Never Stop Trucking. Welcome to today's topics. We're going to be covering a few topics today, and we're going to start with some DAT numbers with some statistics for you. Let's take a look right away here. This is the weekly snapshot for last week from DAT. As we can see here, the spot load posts went 7.5% in compared to the last week, and the spot truck posts went up 20%. And here we can see some nice negative numbers when we compare August to July of this year, and then also when we compare year to year 2024 in August to versus 2023. So it's just it's still going down right now. They said we'll see in an article, the next article that I'm gonna show you, we're gonna see that they're saying the down rates were not as bad as they expected, but still it still went down to like 1%. And then national spot rates continue to slide seasonally. If we still have those seasons like they claim, van is for the first time below $2 per mile. It's been 1.99 in September. So we'll see at the end of the September how this goes. But right now, the average for this month is below $2. And then flatbed also went down significantly from June, as you can see, to September. It just keeps going down. And then same thing for reefers, right? So if we go here to van demand and capacity, let's see what we have right there. So it's not that great. Like if you take a look here, this is the heat map for prior business day. So that's going to be Friday. And this here is just bad. It used to be that at least there was some relief down here in the south and in the southeast. But now it's just getting worse and worse. If you take a look at flatbed, you will see that flatbed is still doing okay here. Now, this is only for the capacity. This is not for the rates, right? The rates are still down. There is more capacity here, but usually what it means is that if you have more loads, if the ratio is better, load to truck ratio, that you will have better paying loads. But that's not the case right now. The only thing that's changing, you have more loads here in this region, in Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, etc., as opposed to Nebraska or Iowa. But the rates are still very similar. And then if we take a look at the reefer here, then it's like with the produce season and all of that, like it keeps changing from south to north here. Let's go back here and just take a quick look at flatbeds. Let me see, national flatbed rates. So as we can see right here, see like there is not much of a difference between these areas here. And then also east is 2.29, and then here 2.18. And if we go to national reefer rates, then we will see that here they're paying slightly better because of the seasonality. And then here, same thing. And this is mostly probably due to West Coast right here. Let's see right here. Freight spend, shipment soft again in August. And then as they say here, as we said before, that shipments captured by the Cass Freight Index fell 1.9% year over year in August, following a 1.1 year-to-year decline in July. And the August result came in ahead of a projected decline of 3%. So I guess it's not as bad as they thought, but it's still bad. And also, I wanted to talk about something else today. I wanted to talk about electric trailers. Last year, there was an article that showed here in the United States a company that was messing around with an idea of an electric trailer. And then now there is also this trailer in Germany, and it's been funded by a European Union, where they're testing a trailer that's gonna help a regular truck in saving fuel, right? And the idea is that it's going to be kind of like an electric vehicle, so that they go messing around again with these electric concepts. But it's not going to be on that level. So it's going to be a small level. It's just going to help the truck. So as they say here, the powered trailer, which can recover and store energy from braking, isn't necessarily meant to be used with a battery electric tractor. One of the main promises of this tech is the reduction of CO2 emissions by as much as 40% when coupled with an internal combustion tractor, while also generating up to 16% in energy savings, making this a hybrid of sorts. But these still will have to be charged, and they still have to be maintained. And the battery life is a big question, same as in potential EVs or electric trucks. Where are you going to charge them? How? When? That's the big problem. So like now, most people are not talking anymore about electric trucks, except for the southwest portion of United States, where they're trying to implement different lanes and like a network of these charging stations, and they want to test it down there because there are not that many cities, not as much traffic. It's more of an open area, so they're trying to test it down there. And then if it works down there, that's probably going to be fine. If it's specific to that region, but in the United States, it's not going to work probably for a long time. And now they're pushing these electric trailers, and why I don't like them, because the trailers have always been known as something that you can rely on. The trailers usually hold more value than the trucks, and they hold the value longer. And a trailer is kind of an investment. You can buy them relatively, well, affordable. I'm not going to say cheap, and they will hold their value. And then over time, you can, when you don't need them, you can sell them, and you can still get some money back. And the maintenance is low. There are not that many components in a trailer, so that's why people don't mind investing in a trailer. But if they come up with these electric trailers, that's going to be like they're going to lose value because of the battery, because the battery is going to eventually go bad, and it's going to be a big expense to change it. And there are going to be more components to maintain and change. And then also you have to charge them now. Instead of fueling your truck, now you have to, like, you're gonna have to have both. In electric trucks, it's versus diesel powered trucks, it's one against the other. So it's either diesel or plug it in. But here you're gonna have both. You have to put the fuel in the truck and then also charge the trailer. So it's not convenient at all. So I really don't like that idea. Now, speaking of that, in Madison, Wisconsin, they're coming up with electric garbage trucks. And that I kind of like, because this is local. This is not over the road. and you're if you're talking about saving the earth, if you're in a big city, this will help, right? If you're out there in the country and you're driving this electric vehicle 1,000 miles from here to there, and there is really nothing, not much and like you're saving the air, but that air is not polluted at all. But in big cities, this makes sense. And then once the driver is done with his route, then the driver can go back to the depot and plug in the truck and charge it overnight, and it's going to be ready for the next day. So this does make sense. Same as with electric forklift. Electric forklift have been around for a long time, and people have been using propane forklifts at the same time, side by side with these electric forklifts. And a long time ago, I used to drive them too. And there is really not much of a difference between them two. I would say that I would rather drive an electric forklift instead of a propane one, because the propane ones, they don't like to use them inside in enclosed spaces. And then if you go out, you always, like if you run out of propane, then you have to bring another bottle or the keg, whatever they call it. You have to have a spare one or walk all the way back to get it. So electric ones are okay, and I kind of compare it to this. So I like the idea of electric garbage trucks. That would be fun thing to see when they just buzz around. Next topic I want to talk about today is FMCSA supposedly is standing up registration fraud team. Now, there have been so many complaints about the fraud lately, and I spoke about that a few times. But here they say that after years of complaints from truckers, brokers, and insurance companies, federal regulators are standing up a team specifically to deal with rampant fraud in the trucking industry. The team will work in the agency's registration office to focus solely on assisting those who have been victims of registration fraud at the agency, as well as identifying measures to help prevent it. It's a small team that doesn't exist now, but we think it will go a long way towards helping the industry. Scammers and hackers have been able to break into FMCSA's registration system, which is used to provide motor carrier and broker operating authority, as well as certify insurance companies providing cargo and liability insurance. They register as fake drivers and fake companies. Such illegal access has led to motor carrier identify theft and can limit the ability of the FMCSA to effectively monitor safety. Now, I don't understand this. I don't think they ever admitted that someone actually hacked into their systems. It's always been like, hey, these people are registering fake companies with fake addresses, fake names. However, they are doing that. But now they're actually admitting that a lot of people have been hacking into the system. Now this explains a lot of things, but I'm thinking, why don't you protect your system? Now they're having this team to help people recover from fraud. Are you not supposed to maybe prevent that fraud? They did say like it will help with that as well, but the main focus should be to develop a system and a platform where no one, well, it's hard, like no one the hackers will hack anything, right? But where it's going to be hard to hack into the system. And they've been saying that, like in the next article that I'm going to talk about, they've been saying that they're changing the way they're sending those pins. Now, if you're a trucking authority or a brokerage authority, you will know about a USDOT pin. You have to have that pin in order to log into your FMCSA account and change things. And that PIN, they used to send it through mail. So you can't get it electronically. They will have to, even if you forget it, even if you change it, I think I remember that they will only send it to you by mail, and you get a mail, and then you save that piece of paper, and then with that PIN you can go into your account and change things. And that to me was okay, because if you live at certain address or your office is at certain address, then you can get that PIN, and it's only you who have access to that. You can a hacker cannot get it electronically. And now they're saying like we are going to be only mailing it. Well, isn't that what you used to do, right? That you have been doing that this whole time anyway. And if someone breaks into the FMCSA system, then that's not good, right? That's really bad. Now they can change anything they want, any information they want. Maybe build a company that doesn't even exist. Like, hey, I'm building a company. It's been registered 10 years ago. I have 50 trucks. Like, what can they even do when they hack? We don't know. They didn't tell us that. Now, on September 20th, which is 2 days ago, a House committee passes anti-freight fraud bill. So the second thing that they pass is really nothing that important. But the first one, this is what it is. One bill aims to combat freight fraud by clarifying the authority of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration to assess civil penalties for violations of laws and regulations. It also requires that brokers, freight forwarders, and carriers provide a valid business address to FMCSA in order to register for authority. This is useless. What are they even doing? Like, I have a feeling that people who are on these committees or who are doing this, like they don't know anything about trucking. And then same thing with the Secretary of Transportation. Like, what does he know about transportation, about trucking? I really don't know. He used to be a mayor of Toledo, I think. Not Toledo, South Bend, Indiana. So, like what they don't even know. How, like, we already had these systems. You were not able, like when I was forming my brokerage about 3 or 4 years ago, I couldn't, because I wanted to register it to my specific office address, and because the owner of the building was changing around some suite numbers and all of that, I was not able to register my authority for a month. And I had to go a few times myself to the post office and push them to change those addresses, because the FMCSA system would not allow me to register the brokerage without a valid address. And once they approved everything in the post, then I was able to do it. So this has been around for a while, and now they're saying like you can't do it anymore. Like, they don't even know what they have in their system, right? And the passage of the bill of the committee was applauded by the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association. Freight fraud committed by criminals and scam artists has been devastating to many small business truckers simply trying to make a living. I don't know what's going on, right? Okay, let's go to something else here. I'm gonna go to comments on the channel, and then we're gonna see if we can talk about some comments here and some questions on the channel. I'm gonna go right here. Okay. So these are the latest comments on all of my videos. I can see it this way because of the YouTube Creator Studio. If you have your own YouTube channel, you can go in and see all the comments in an order. So I'm not gonna try to read names, but Midwest is good for dry vans or reefer. As we saw right now, that Midwest is really not good for reefers unless you go here to Sioux Falls Market area, Kansas City, and Fargo, Denver, Colorado. And if you go to van, not at all. Not at all. Even Laredo, like a couple of weeks ago, we had a truck that wanted to go anywhere, and I think it was a weekend or something like that, and there was nothing else. There was this load going to Laredo. And we have known that historically loads to Laredo, Texas did not pay that well because supposedly you can get a good load out of there. And then we sent a truck down there, and there was really not much from there. And now look at this. It's very loose. So Midwest is not that good for dry vans or reefers. And then I get a lot of messages. I get a lot of emails, maybe 2-3 emails a day. Like this: "Hi sir, I want to join you. I will work for you. I have a truck dispatching experience of 6 months. If you want any team member." And I keep telling everyone, like, really, there is no work. There is really no work. We're busy, but that's it. And I'm getting these emails all the time. I really don't have any work like that. Now, this is a reply to a video that talks about trucking scams and these guys that are asking for your investment, right, of $50K or more. And then he says, like, trucks are going cheap now. $20K will easily buy you a tractor that is half decent at the auction. Now, speaking about auctions, here in town, very close to me, and I go there all the time, and sometimes I buy stuff from there. They have car auctions, they have truck auctions, and they have everything else. Like, they have auctions for anything, and it's all the time, every week. They have something a few times a week. Now, once in a while, I think it's like once in a month or so, they will have a tractor trailer auction. And the way it works is, this is, the website is called RepoCast, okay, right here. And they have several different websites here, but the one that's here in town is RepoCast. And most of the things that they have there have been repossessed by banks, by police, by whomever. But sometimes you can also list your own things, and a lot of trucking companies will take their trucks and just bring them down there. And if they need a quick sale, they will go there and bring their own truck. And the way it works is they can put in a reserve, and then you have a whole week to watch you can even place some bids, but the bids will not be seen. So only on the last day, which is like when I watch cars, and that's usually a Thursday, then you will see those bids, and then will go up, and it's around 8 p.m. It finishes, and then between 8 and 9, like, they will postpone it a little bit, because if there are a lot of bidders, then they will just extend that. So around 8, 9, then you will see if you want. Sometimes you can get really good deals. Sometimes it's just a little bit better than what you can get someplace else. But the thing with cars, and I'm assuming with trucks as well, is that you can't drive them. You can turn them on, and they will tell you everything. They will tell you, like, the car is driving roughly, or the car is okay. There are no check engine lights, or the other engine lights, the dash lights, and you can turn them on, but you cannot drive them. So as we can see here, you can buy some decent trucks, for example, at this auction, and you can. This is public. This is not for dealers. Anyone can register here, and you can bid on it, and If you win, of course, you have to buy it. But it's a nice way to get a truck or a trailer, as we're going to see later, because I want to show you trucks first. Now, look at these trucks. Now, they have past auctions and they have upcoming auctions. So upcoming, you can just kind of see what you like and you can watch it, put it in your on your watch page. But we have past auctions, and I like to go there and I like to see, like if I bid on something, I want to see what the usual price is and how much did it go for last few times. So this past auction was finished 12 days ago. Okay, so this truck was sold for 24,000. They had 262 bids. So this is a 2016 Freightliner Columbia, and then if you click on it, you can see they have 72 pictures, right? And then here they will tell you everything. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see maybe a little bit better. And this is a glider. See, a glider kit engine, no emissions, no ELD, no EGR, no DPF, no DEF, nothing stupid like that. And then the odometer reading 400,000 miles, which is really low for a truck like this. So I don't know. Well, hopefully that's true. Dash does not display. Okay, and then here you have working conditions, runs and operates. So this seems now here they will have general descriptions: unknown engine hours, dash scattered scratches, minor dents, which is okay. And then here you can see the other pictures here. Okay. Maybe we can, one time, maybe we can just go and see, like, take a look at an auction on the last day once it finishes, because that's always interesting to watch. And now if we go back, we can see some other trucks, and I'll show you trailers in a minute. So this truck went for 23,000. It's a 2015. This one, like I saw this one. This one is Kenworth. It's 100,000 K. Now this here, red, I forgot to mention. This is Ortonville. This is quite. It's not here in town, but the one here in Wayland, that's closer to me. But either way, like it's not that far. You can just go there and get your truck. They have all kinds of trucks. Look at this one. This one went for 3,000. It's a 2002 Volvo. This one has a sleeper, I think, but it's a smaller one. Does it have a sleeper? Yeah, it does. Okay, so yeah, they even have videos. Let me see. This one went for 7,000. How many miles? How many miles? Where is the mileage? The mileage. 789,000 miles. Runs and operates without appearing. Man, $7,000. Wow. Because they, I used to watch them and they were more expensive. Like right now, they're going down. The prices are going down. Look at this. Wow. 14,000. Yeah, it wasn't like this. It was way more. But I guess people are buying less and less and less. This is a nice truck. Oh, glider kit. I had one like this. If you remember, I had a white one. Mike was driving it. How many miles does this one have? 1.5 million. Nice. Runs and operates. Yeah, man, these engines is probably Detroit. Is it Detroit diesel? Does it say? Yeah, these engines, I mean, they're easy and cheap to maintain and the parts. And this truck looks okay, right? It's clean. It's clean. Let me see. It has some rust in the back. Oh, well. Let me see inside. Oh, not that bad. Ooh, look at the seat. Well, it needs new seats, definitely, man. Okay. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. It's $15,000 for a. I sold mine. It was it last year? It was last year. I sold it for I think like 45 grand or something like that. But it had less miles than this. And then let me show you the trailers. The trailers are really cheap. Also, the trailers were much more expensive the last time I looked, and that wasn't that long ago. Look at this one, 2019 for $14,000 Hyundai. This one is $1,000, 2006. This is ridiculous. You know, I don't know what it needs. It might probably need stuff, but still. Let me see this description. Yeah, it doesn't say much, but you can go there. You can take a look at them and see them. So these trailers went. They were not that expensive at all. 3,000, 3,000, 1,000. This is crazy. This is crazy that you can buy a trailer for this. I should probably watch this more often. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you found this video interesting. Let me know what you think about these topics. Check out the description of the video if you want to support the channel. And then I hope to see you guys around. Have a great day.